Hey everybody, Divine and Binary here with a real quick remedy on how to eliminate two main sources of unhappiness, aka how to be more happy right now, or like how to get closer to happiness, or more persistent in being happy. There are probably more, and I'll probably come up with more, but those are just two of them that they popped up in my head when I was walking. We people are social creatures, right? So when we experience some kind of trauma, which, spoiler alert, everybody has experienced trauma in their life, especially in childhood. It has nothing to do with what kind of parents you had, what kind of environment you've been in, because initially children expect their parent being completely 100% attuned to them. So if you want something, you need something, and you don't perceive your parent being attuned to that need and bringing you what you need, giving you what you need, and that's not resolved, it creates a trauma. And out of there, because you don't know that people can have different circumstances, like being tired after work or having to go to work, so they're not with you all the time and stuff like that, you create it to mean stuff about yourself. If my mommy is not here, I'm not good enough. So that most of those, I think, maybe all of those, we'll see, I think makes sense that all of them create this idea I'm not good enough. And it sits within you until you deal with it. If you have not dealt with it and you're saying, oh, I don't have that, that just means that you haven't dealt with it and it's just unconscious. Everybody has it. And when you experience other people in the world, this one gets triggered, poked a little bit, tickled. And it becomes a basis of a lot of ruminations and a lot of negative thought, or just spiraling, or just obsessive thoughts in general. For example, you go to the grocery store and somebody looks at you funny, and you're like, maybe you think, oh, maybe I look weird, and then it's like, okay, something is wrong with my appearance. Or then somebody's mean to you, and your initial response and this pattern is to be like, what did I do wrong? Then it develops as you grow and you try and get out of this, because this is the victim mentality. This is the mentality of hopelessness. It's a very low vibration, and it's really challenging to live within that vibration. So what happens is, as you grow and as you learn to protect yourself, because from fear, anger is a vibrational upwards movement. So naturally your vibration wants to rise, and it happens through anger, through defense, because you feel offended, even though nothing is happening from outside to you. It's like within your body, within your being. So then you see, let's say, a person you think is mean to you, or they said something, or they looked at you funny. So first initial trigger is like, something's wrong with me, and then next, what people are saying, right? It's even common in advice, like for mental health and stuff. It's like, oh, it's not about you, it's about them, right? It's never about you, what people are doing to you, or how they're behaving, or how they're expressing themselves. And the thing with that is, no, it's not about them. So you creating this out of your basis of unhealed trauma, you're creating the idea of there's something being wrong with other people. There's something being, oh yeah, they're just being an asshole. No, they're not. But you think, they're an asshole, that person is neglectful, another person is careless, and you go on creating those labels by default because it becomes also unconscious in a way that maybe it doesn't become unconscious. Everything is unconscious what you're not consciously bringing up to the surface, right? What's not within your present awareness. So you go on putting those labels out in order to soothe the pain of feeling inadequate and feeling like you are not enough by being like, oh, I am all right, is they are the problem. What you don't realize, while it creates the relief of this knowing, like, honor yourself, it creates the environment where the whole world is not against you necessarily, but it's not a safe place. Because as you go, one by one, step by step, you label the whole world as inadequate. Unsafe, maybe just, not a comfortable environment to be. And you do it step by step, and it creates not just the basic feeling of an expectation of not expecting good things to happen in general, like, oh, other people, like, they don't give a fuck, or they have their own problems. And this emphasis on everything around, like, everybody having problems and everything being a problem, and like, it creates distance. It creates sense of separation, or it does not, maybe even create it, but it emphasizes that. It makes it easier to believe that everybody is by themselves, that you're not supported. So that's the thing to be aware of, right? Other people, like, no matter what you think or believe, right? It's beneficial to you to think that other people are amazing and they love you. At least that's what I do. You can, test it in your life and see if that works for you or not. But generally, you feel much better when you know that everybody loves you. And there's this saying that everybody loves at their level of their awareness, or right, level of their consciousness. So that's true. So everything every person does is expression of love. And that's your decision whether you interpret it this way or not. So that's one part. This underlying feeling of inadequacy, creating the pushback, because you're feeling blamed, you're feeling acted upon, even though it's by your subconscious. You perceive it being acted upon you, and then you push others away. So you feel this separation and this uncomfortable feeling, and it does not help your happiness to flourish. It doesn't. So that one thing. Another thing is a very big thing, and also very persistent, and kind of like, it's like a mosquito. I don't know, I have not been able to experience complete freedom from that thing, but I know for sure every time when I consciously make a choice to choose otherwise, it helps me be happier. So that thing is having expectations. And I'm talking not about having expectations as in beliefs. That one is also a big one, but those are more all-encompassing, right? Again, it also connects with the first one, as in, if you expect people to not be accommodating or loving, that's what you're going to experience. But here I mean expectations as in the small managing, like very small parts of your life, like daily scheduling. I am going somewhere, so I plan to get there by bus. And bus leaves, according to my maps application, leaves in this amount of time. And then I have to go there. And that's how much time I leave for myself. So you kind of constantly set expectations for yourself, very small ones, every step of the way. And you think the idea is that you're setting them up so that you function well and that you are productive or happy or doing things right. But what that creates is the constant feeling of pressure, just nonstop from one thing to another. You expect to wake up every day the same time, or go to bed at the same time, or you expect being healthy and eat healthy, or you don't eat healthy and you blame yourself and you constantly expect yourself to fail at being healthy. Whatever it is, it constantly creates the pressure. Like, I go to the grocery store and I expect to bring the groceries back right away. And oh my God, I'm at the store and I forgot my wallet at home. I have a choice. I have a choice to compare myself, my current situation, to the expectation that I had of the process working, and be like miserable and be like, oh, and be like, I guess it's just not my day today. Right? So you write off the whole fucking day like that. And then those days accumulate, and then you suddenly decide, oh, my life just is not designed to be good. Or I don't deserve happiness. Or you do this, you just stay in the moment, you just walk back home, you get a wallet, you come back, you get your groceries. And on the way back and forth, you smile at people, and you have very nice people, smiling back at you or saying something nice to you. And if they are not saying something nice, you know that this is a little bit the leftover from that failed expectation that you know that kind of maybe is still a little bit active within you, but it's not a problem because it's coming out. It's coming out and it's almost gonna leave in a second. And then you see more nice people and you're happy and you get something, I don't know, a flower on the way, and you're back on track, right? So try to notice those things and see if that helps you. Definitely helps me. I know it will help you if you do that, but also I can't make you choose, That's the thing. I can yap here forever and ever, but you only know something when you have tried it, applied it, and it worked for you. Which is, again, you have to expect it to work for you. It's like catch-22. I can't prove it to you. You can prove it to yourself. Have a good day. I love you very much. I hope this helped, at least a little bit. It's a very big thing. Those are very small things, but they're big. They're upping your life. They're upping your life. So have a great day. Amazing working week and whatever. I love you very much. Bye. Where's the button? I'm on.